Hey, ladies and gents, it's Zem back, and it's Saturday morning. My wife is gone to a volleyball game. It's time to make some videos. So, what do we got today? We got an RU-251 game by yours personally. We got the CV Shaft running the T-49 light tank, and we are on Campanova. Driving light tanks is one of those things that takes a little bit of panache, a little bit of, you got to be a little bit, you got to feel your way. Maybe that's the word for it, And for the most part, there's a difference between light tank players that get it and light tank players that don't. Now, a lot of people hate light tanks, and don't get me wrong, there is lots of fucking knobs out there playing light tanks that will, at one point or another, just find a bush somewhere, even though they're behind other tanks, and they will sit in it and watch what's going on, because they think they're lighting things, right? They think they are, with their view range and all that stuff, they think they're picking up. Oh, fuck you, wheelie, right off the bat. Yep, because he can super lock, or whatever you want to call that shit that they do, as they're moving like that. Fast rotation of their turret and all that kind of stuff. There's the Batchat 12T. But there's lots of light tank players that do that. And that's understandable why people get rather pissed with light tank drivers. Don't get me wrong. I get it. I totally get it. At the same time, light tank drivers oftentimes, and I'll be brutally honest here, get just a little upset with how teammates perceive their role in this game, or even possibly how their inaction can be rather upsetting, right? So now, early in the game here, I saw the Rheinmetall, the Tier 10 light tank. He ran down to the other side there, and he was going to provide spots for the tank destroyers, which is fine. Hence why I didn't go there, or CV, because there's no point in having three fucking tanks hanging out in the same spot with same view range, battling over and all that kind of stuff. They only need one. That's why we're up here. We're trying to provide, vision for our team here. Pop up here on the Batchat. Nope, there's something there. Keep lighting me. He could possibly be where the Batchat is, or he's in that infamous bush right there, right? So we're going to back out of this. We're not terribly sure. I'm kind of deciding where, how to attack this. Their enemy light tanks are kind of important to remove from this game, especially in this map. With no vision on this map, this can literally turn into a shit show pretty quickly. However, enough is enough. Now that's about the time, and you notice this character, Kazad, dumb, seems kind of... I won't go any further than that. Starts pinging the map for a reason, right here. So I'm going to pull over here. We're going to blind fire that bush just to see if there's any possible chance that he's sitting in there, right? People are like, yeah, well, but you'd be surprised the number of times I've hit shit in that bush. Especially in artillery. There's nothing like sitting in the bush and all of a sudden artillery drops on you from fucking nowhere and you've never been lit. But how did he know I was there? Well, I don't know, because I play light tanks. That's the bush I would use. So, T10 shows up, T95 shows up, T49 shows up. Yeah. All behind hard cover, except for the T95. And he's just sitting in the open. He's got his hull down in that little ridge there, so there's no point in even trying to pin him. T10's around the corner over there. So they got a lot of tanks stuffed up against that back line there. And that's about the time. Yeah, there he is, Kazad. He starts pinging the map. What he wants me to do is to go down around where the Rheinmetall is and to provide him lights so he can shoot things. No matter the fact that there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tanks in that general vicinity, and it's a lot of open ground. Now, the Rheinmetall made it down there early game, which is what you can do in a light tank. You can make it down there early game because the other team has not set up to shoot your shit. However, at this point, with all them tanks sitting right there, no matter how fast I am or how much I dodge, I'm going to get lit around, probably around the H2 line. When I come around the corner, past those bushes, I will get lit. So hence no go for Zem. I'm not going to throw my light tank away so you can get your damage. And this is one of the problems with the light tank players have with TD players. Their idea, EBR picks me up, and we're going to have to get out of here because artillery is going to be inbound. Tank, I should say, what do you want to call it? Tank destroyers have this thing that they think that, a light tank can bounce shit. They can dodge shells, that kind of stuff. It just doesn't work that way, fellas. Not at all. Never does. So I'm not going to throw my tank away just so he can get one shot off and we lose our vision. And, that's understandable. There is light tank players that don't have a problem with suicides. I do, especially this far. We're not that far into the game. Losing complete lights is never good. They still have an EBR. They still have 2 T-49s. They still have a lot here. So what I'm trying to do here is get to AMX-30 back where he's at, so he can start punishing this conch, right? Nope, never mind. AMX-30's dead. However, I do have, and this is always nice as a light tank player, having an artillery player that can fucking pay attention to what's going on. And I'll fucking say it too. There's a lot of knob artillery players, right? Like, hey, I'm gonna go and pick up. Here's where I'm going. There's gonna be targets here, and that's about the time I'm like, you know what? Enough of this fucking EBR bullshit. He's just driving around being a fucking nuisance. Yep, fuck you, buddy. I will get you. Don't worry, buddy. Don't worry. So they finish off the IS-7 and whatnot. Now I don't personally know the Bat Chat player, the artillery player. However, I do know his clan. I have friends in that clan. They are usually pretty good players. So I have no worries that he's going to be paying attention to what's going on. He's got a 31-second reload, so I'm not terribly worried about it. However, we have a T-49 and EBR 105. And once again, here is the what's-his-face in the FE, still pinging the map as he expects us to throw our lives away just so he can get his damage, folks. There's a reason why his win rate is what it is. Still at this point, we have one Bach, the Yog Tiger. That's a lot of TDs not doing a whole lot of nothing. I need a light here. No, you don't need a light there. That line is literally a fucking joke. We all need lights. Yeah, we all need lights, but going down there and simply throwing your life away just so you can have that one shot of glory, no, sir. Try again. Pick up the, there we go. Picks him up. Bye-bye, Wheelie. I'm tired of you anyway. And unfortunately, Rheinmetall had got tracked. So now, I'm not terribly sure, with the splash damage these tanks have, they're not, that's a tough one. So he dies. That leaves the T-49, me, I'm sorry, CV, and now apparently the Rheinmetall's mad at me too. Well, I think he was probably confused with who I was talking to. I'm specifically talking to the asshats that are still currently camped on the 1-2 line, even though, this is, like I said, the literal stare-off at each other of nobody's doing anything. One's hiding behind buildings, the other one's just out of view range. So, yeah. But, that's not how we're going to win the map here, right? Up we go. Let's see if I can pick up something, right? Maybe, possibly. Nothing. Nope. That's okay. So we have a general idea now where that T-49 is, because I had got lit. CV had got lit. All right, time to move. I'm always kind of moving as much as I can left to right on the map. Specifically, mostly looking at that GWE. The other tank also doesn't quite have a huge arc, so keeping left and right as much as possible makes it harder for that artillery to hit you. Once again, this is one of those deals for playing artillery. I have a general idea of the gun arcs on most artillery, so I try to keep as much as I can going east and west on the map, so they don't get a chance to zero in on their arc and possibly nuke me. So up the hill we go. CV's moving over there. Now there's a reason for our madness here. CV's moved up because he knows what I'm up to here. We'd be talking about this. I'm gonna try to make a little bit of a run on the possible location where that other light tank is, because right now he's our biggest target. I give a flying fuck less about the T95 or the Jagdtiger or anything. I want this T49 dead and spotted. Who the fuck is helping you over there? Oh, I don't know. Maybe possibly the artillery that I know for most likely paying attention to what's going on. Oh, there we go. And the fact that all you dickheads are all within view range of that 49 and apparently missed them. It's not hard, fellas. Generally speaking, if you see me where I'm going with the light tank, you should be aiming in front of it. Pick up a shell from the T95. Sorry, I get salty about stuff like this, probably because I play light tank or TDs as well, and that's not where I would have spent most of the game. Taking your biggest guns out of the fight for most of the game is, yeah, usually a pretty good chance you're going to die. So the Jagdtiger about that time gets pissed, and he's like, I'm going to push. He makes it across. Well done, sir. But here's the problem now. Now you're trapped. Can't get out, and you're pretty much stuck there. Oh, kills the low health Waffentrager, which is nice, but now he's got an STI to deal with, and we don't know where the 49 is, the T95, or the Jagdtiger's at. So pull up on the hill here, because the T95, of course, got spotted earlier, so I'm hoping maybe possibly catching him going up the hill, but no, that's not happening. So the Jagdtiger's pushed down, which is an utterly, yeah, that's pure fucking suicide right there. 2 artillery pieces. There isn't enough wall to save you from artillery there. Nope, sorry, bud. You are going to die. So, here we go. So now he's yelling for help. About that time, here comes the 49. He's got the derp. Oh, no. You live and die by the dirt, buddy. I can't quite get it over there. I was hoping to maybe knock his track off. Now it's time to chase him. Now, a well-upgraded T49 has about a little less than 20-second reload. I don't know how well his is uploaded or upgraded. Probably because he has no camo on it. Therefore, I'm guessing his reload is probably closer to 22 seconds. Even if he's fully, unless he has a really good crew, like I said, probably 22 seconds. And since he has no camo and all that kind of stuff, I took the chance that the fact that he probably couldn't reload fast enough for me to kill him. So we finish him off here. Find some cover. Yep, the STI does destroy the Jagdtiger. And now we have 2 TDs that are currently inbound. E75 is moving up the hill. Let's see if we can pick up some of these. Oh, there they are. Picked up the T95. Pick up the Jagdtiger. And we drop down. Run into the red line. Got to keep moving. Artillery is always zeroing. They did not pick up the E75 because he was over the hill. Hopefully, maybe, I could possibly get back up here. Alright, so they're both gone again. Artillery's fired again. Now it's time to do just a little bit of spotting here. There we go. We pick up the... Now I'm not worried about light tanks anymore. There we go. Pull up just enough to get my hatch over the top. Pick up the T95. Pick up the Jagdtiger. And about that time, here, there's a TD migration. They're coming. They're coming. Alright, so we're just going to see here. We're going to pick up some damage here. We're going to try to keep these guys lit. The Falk had moved up finally. And about time. It's going to be shortly here time to get running on picking up some artillery. Trying to keep these guys lit. There's 2 minutes left. Alright, now it's time to go. Oh, never mind. Let's briefly pick up this guy one more time. There's the Yag. Let's give them guys something to shoot at while I'm busy. They're finally starting to put some shells into them. The Bat Chat's still got 17 seconds here, so by the time I get down here, he should be ready to be reloaded. That's always nice to have those guys. Like I said, waiting for them to reload is always important if you're a light tank, because if you get there and find out, okay, Artie's still in a reload, and then you're like, oh shit, now what am I going to do? So, both TDs are there. We just have these two artillery. So, pull back around. There's the FE. Pull back into the bushes. So if he does possibly have vision, he's not going to pick me up here. They do actually spot both of these guys. I'm not going to be required here. So let's pull up in here and see if we can pick up the Yag. There's the Yag. Let's finish him off quick too. So we only have 2 tanks left. 50 seconds left. We can do this. We got the T95. Finally the 2 TDs. Now here comes the Rumble over here. The Falk, the FV215B are finally going to get into it. And yeah, I hate being backseat driven by a bunch of TDs. I don't think they actually understand the whole fucking game concept of what light tanks are supposed to do. I'm hoping they can kill him, because otherwise I'm going to have to turn around and go do it for him. Finally find the GW. There he is. Put one into him. Smilodon. And no, I don't use HE shells because I've seen far too many games. I'm going to fire an HE shell. Oh, whoops, I hit the barrel. Now I did 67 damage. Finish him off. And not a great game, but it was a fun game just because I love the salt from the TD, the tank destroyers. So thanks for watching, guys. Have a good day.